Welcome to another episode of Huber Hype. I am Michael Huber, joined by
Gabby Montoot.
What is up, Gabby?
Still jet lag.
Yes, me too. Sleeping at weird times, taking naps.
Yeah.
We went to London for undisclosed reasons, so we're just going to talk about what we did there, minus the undisclosed reason that is under embargo for quite some time, and some more. I've been watching my grandpa all month, so I'm going to be doing some other Huber hypes. I've been cooking some up. I got some ideas, so be a little more patient.
The episode with excuses.
Why
are you starting the episode with excuses?
I just want him to know.
Okay.
I like giving updates, constant updates. I'm not hiding anywhere. I'm an open book.
Yeah.
Ask me anything.
Do you want to talk about Dead Space while you're here making we're here making excuses?
I mean, we're gonna stream that at some point. We gotta get back to that, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People are begging up. Both of us have been busy.
Yeah.
That's the excuse.
Yeah, we've been out of town. In London. One of my absolute favorite places on this earth, Gabby. What did you think?
I had so much fun. Well, we'll say we were there for the first couple days. We were there for work.
Yep.
And then we were like, let's extend that stay.
Yes.
So we were there for 4 days for vacation.
Yeah.
So it was really awesome.
Yeah, we saw some awesome things.
Yeah.
We love history. and Gabby is an excellent travel companion.
Oh, good.
10 out of 10.
I was actually really paranoid. After we came back, I started getting paranoid that I was like, oh my God, was I a bad travel companion?
No. 10 out of 10. Perfect.
Good.
One of my favorite.
We didn't fight too much.
Nope. Just about the Green Knight. I hate that movie.
You're wrong. That's fine.
I don't despise a lot of things, but that is one of them. But I've only seen it once, so I gotta run it back.
If you keep talking about Green Knight, I'm gonna say some shit about Avatar that I'm gonna regret.
Oh my God.
So let's stop this conversation right now.
Okay. Hampton Court Palace. That shit was sick.
So Hampton Court Palace
Dude.
is where Henry VIII lived.
Yeah.
We learned that originally another man. Is it Cromwell?
Cromwell.
It was Cromwell?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was.
So originally Thomas Cromwell.
One of the
Oliver Cromwell's a different one.
Yeah.
Thomas Cromwell built it for himself.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a religious man built it for himself.
No, it was Cromwell.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
We'll get
Because then we watched a documentary when we were staying at the Airbnb, and in the documentary, Cromwell was like losing favor.
Yeah.
So then he gifted Hampton Court Palace
to Henry VIII.
Yeah, to try to ease the tension.
So we saw art, we saw history, we saw.
We're gonna have a separate travel log going up at some point.
Yeah. We were vlogging the whole time,
Yes.
so we weren't too annoying to other tourists.
No,
we were
pick our spots, keep it chill. Keep my volume a little less than what it is normally.
Inside voices.
Yeah. But I just really liked that. Like, I just love history. I love museums. Like, I'm all about that stuff. We were talking about like Assassin's Creed every once in a while of just, and like
the maze.
The maze, dude.
There was a hedge maze.
A legitimate hedge maze.
Like, we started, we were like, oh, there's going to be arrows pointing us to the center. And then we got legit lost.
Yeah, a couple times.
We were like, wait, we already were here, I think.
Yeah,
I think we have to go this way. Yeah, it was a legit maze. And it was like the same maze that they used back then. Like, they were just, this continuous hedge maze.
Yes. The idea of like standing somewhere and then thinking that other people were standing there like 500 or 600 years ago.
Like, they were also having fun in the hedge maze.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about the portrait.
The Henry VIII one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this place had like a freaking Rembrandt.
Oh,
all this art. It was out of control.
It was really cool.
Just what a way to like de-stress, and it just puts everything in perspective, like, sure, it's just like a painting on a wall, but then like, you think of you look at life a little differently when you're experiencing like historical or like actual art, and like you play some video games,
Yeah.
But like back then, dude, just some sick paintings.
And the portrait of Henry VIII was like alone in a room, in this like dimly lit room.
Yeah.
And it was behind this like
triple
glass.
Yeah.
And then like, perfectly lit.
Yeah.
And we went, I guess, on a day that wasn't that busy.
Amazing trip. Amazing weather, not a lot of crowds.
So we were able to like sit in the room and just like be in awe of this portrait. And you said it looked like he was going to step out of it.
It really looked like he was going to step out of this thing.
Because it's not even that realistic. Like, it's a little stylized.
Yeah.
But it just was so, like, it was just so intense.
It is intense.
You could like feel the power.
Yes. And like, I'm usually into, I like landscapes. I also like portraits and people, but like the content of the painting isn't my favorite content.
Yeah.
But it was just
about it.
Powerful is like the best way to describe it for sure. So that was Ham Decor Palace, and it was friggin' amazing. And then we went to some sick museums.
Yeah. I had my 30th birthday.
You had your 30th birthday, 10 out of 10.
And we had a lot of cider and beer.
A lot of beer.
And good food.
Really good food. Watched Rachel getting married on the plane. Mm-hmm. Gabby had never seen it.
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorite sad movies of all time. Yeah. I was crying again.
Yeah, had to dry tears a few times.
Yeah. That movie makes me cry all the damn time. But it was on the like flight choices, and Gabby had never seen it. I was like, dude, we gotta watch it. We like synchronized
first you watched the first 20 minutes of it, and then I interrupted you to ask you a question or something. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I want to watch it. And you were like, oh my God, okay. Oh my God. And you like started to control my TV, and you were like, okay, I'm gonna press it.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
It was great movie.
Don't skip it.
We watched.
Oh my God. Okay, you know how picky I am with comedies. Gabby showed me what could potentially be my favorite comedy ever.
It's one of my favorite movies.
This is absolutely one of the funniest movies I have ever seen, and I had never even heard of it. In the Loop.
Armando Iannucci.
Holy shit.
I believe it won, in 2009, I think, won Best Screenplay at the Oscars.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Original screenplay.
Unbelievable movie. I had some pre-flight drinks, so I was dozing in and out.
And during flight drinks.
Yeah, so I was kind of dozing, in and out, but I plan on rewatching. I was going to watch it on the return flight home,
but it was
airline. A different airline, different lineup. They didn't have it.
Yeah.
So
that was a bummer.
Yeah.
Do you think Grandpa would like it? Your grandpa?
I think he'd have a hard time following it now. Yeah, because it is really dry. It is so dialogue heavy.
Fast.
Yeah. So I think
and dialect heavy too.
Yeah. So I don't think he would enjoy it as much now. But I did show him Traffic Cops.
Wait, we haven't even gotten there.
I know.
We'll get to Traffic Cops.
It kind of started like
at the
hotel, because originally we had a hotel and then we had the Airbnb. But at the hotel, flipping through the channels, it wasn't Traffic Cops, but it was like Traffic Cops adjacent, where it's just like insane police chases and like insane crashes. Yeah. And Gabby and I just like constantly send each other videos of like really cool shit, but also like really horrifying, like
people getting hurt,
people like falling, like epic fails basically.
Yeah.
So it was like, I texted her, I'm like, dude, channel like 35 has some insane shit. That's kind of how it started, and then we discovered Traffic Cops.
I think, it was the night of my birthday.
Yeah.
We discovered Traffic Cops.
Yeah.
It was on like Channel 5 on demand
action or something.
Yeah, some shit. And Traffic Cops is the funniest show I've ever seen in my entire life.
It is so good. It is unbelievably good. It is just traffic cops in London. And
no, not in London.
In the UK.
Yeah.
Like proper. Yeah. And it's just different because like cops in America is like fucking scary.
Yeah.
And
anyone could have a gun.
Everyone. Yeah. And this, like, they were so polite. Everyone was just like, you were speeding back there. Like,
well, my favorite is like, so it's basically British cops.
Yeah.
British highway cops. British chips. So anytime they pulled someone over and they were like arguing, the cop would be like, okay, I'm going to speak first and then I'll let you speak.
Yeah.
Like,
it was.
wait, what did I say? Why is this a dialogue?
Yeah, why is this a dialogue? It's insane. So just like a low stakes good reality show because people were just like, actually pretty fucking high stakes. I say low stakes because some of the people were just like shoplifting or like
speeding,
kid on a moped, just like yelling in the street and just like
Bart.
Yeah.
Bart legend.
Absolutely. We watched like
5 episodes a night.
I'm embarrassed to say how much Traffic Cops we watched. Honestly. We watched.
It was nighttime. What else were we gonna do?
Yeah,
we watched like 5 episodes a night.
Yeah. And to add to the backstory of this, my 94-year-old grandpa, every single day, truly, multiple times a day, asks me, "Is there a police chase on? That's the best thing on TV." It is what he lives for. I follow a Twitter account now that like gives live updates of when police chases go down. My grandpa is absolutely obsessed.
At what point does something turn into a police chase?
Like
like what's the line?
Oh yeah.
Where does it?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Who knows?
Speeding, dude. Just speeding away from the sirens. Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like. I'm gonna stop myself there. Never mind. So, the first museum we went to was the.
Nope, we went to the zoo.
The zoo before the Natural History Museum.
The zoo on Monday.
Dude, okay. The weather. It had been raining apparently
right before we got there.
3 straight weeks.
Yeah.
We go to the zoo. It's one of our only outdoor, like fully outdoor the whole time activities.
Yeah.
California weather, sun shining,
but it wasn't
flawless.
hot.
It was perfect.
So all the animals were out.
Yes,
it was great.
It was so good. We saw some gorillas. We saw some lions. We saw the giraffes, bro. The pygmy hippo.
Oh, I love the pygmy hippo.
Pygmy hippo was
Thug the hippo.
Dude, the insects was like the sleeper hit for me. I was like, insects? Who the hell cares? But like. Gabby took a sick video of like the ants.
Leafcutter
ants, like carrying all the ants to their area the leaves to their area.
There was a spider room that I didn't go into, but you did. You didn't walk all the way through though.
No,
you just stepped in and you were like, I'm done here.
Yeah. You go in and it's just like area where the spiders are out.
Just loose.
They're loose. They're just hanging around.
Nightmare.
Hanging from the ceiling. 10 out of 10. That zoo was sick. We saw some monkeys.
Got really close to some monkeys.
Yeah.
Spider monkeys and colobus monkeys.
The like new area that they added when we went over to, there's like an elevated walkway.
Yeah.
And the monkeys are just like right there. They're just hanging out. And the like sad but reassuring part was, because the zoo is like, I've always been kind of like, dude, like animals should be able to be in the wild.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, that's the idealistic like dream version, but like humans are, conquering the planet, fucking the planet up. So it's like, where do they go? Where are they going to live? And it's like, sometimes the only option is a zoo. So like each animal would have like the levels of endangeredness.
Yeah. It was like undocumented, like we don't even need to measure.
Yeah.
And then it
went all the way to extinct in the wild.
Yeah.
Extinct in the wild. And the next step up from that was like critically endangered. Then there was endangered. So pretty wild when you see some of these just like endangered animals.
Yeah.
Depressing as hell. But
at
least they're there. It's like, okay, they're there. It's like, that's a win to me,
Yeah.
So yeah, the zoo is really awesome. I haven't been to a zoo in like 15, 20 years.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah.
Next day was Natural History Museum.
Yes.
And Victoria and Albert Museum.
Dude. What was it? The Titanosaur?
Titanosaur, yeah.
Titanosaur. I wonder if Dawn has even heard of this creature. We saw the Titanosaur exhibit. It was the only thing that you needed to pay for. The whole museum's like free.
Yeah, it was.
The Titanosaur is like, pay up to come in here. One of the bones on this thing was like
1.5 your height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One bone. One like small little bone. These things.
It was the femur.
Yeah. So just these massive dinosaurs where like a T-Rex would like come up to it and just the thing would like swat it away with its tail.
Yeah, just basically kick it away.
Yeah. So
and there was the full
awesome.
skeleton in like the main room of the exhibit. Mm-hmm. And that was crazy. It was too big for the room. Like the tail went outside of the room. It was so cool.
Yeah. And then Natural History Museum was sick. They just had like tons and tons. It was like the cool balance, we were like, we went to the zoo first, and then now we're seeing like, we're seeing learning the
current animals, and then we're seeing
yeah,
past animals.
Yeah. So I really like that.
Then we went right across the street.
Dude.
To Victoria and Albert.
Yes. Which was really cool because it was done by like countries.
Yeah.
Right? It was,
mostly.
Yeah. So there was like the Japan area. There was like the Dark Souls area with all the
it was casts of like famous sculptures and stuff, and it was just packed tightly into this one room. So it just looked like a Dark Souls. Yeah, it was crazy.
Like I'm sure it's been documented. I'm sure Miyazaki like has went to so many museums and was like, okay, inspiration.
We only had like a couple hours at Victoria and Albert, so we kind of sprinted through the whole thing. For sure.
Speedrun strats.
It was great because we basically saw everything.
Yeah. That one was really cool.
At one point, we had like really 15 minutes until we had to leave, and then we realized there was a whole like painting gallery.
I know. And that's my favorite stuff is paintings.
But we saw it. I mean, we had to go through fast. Yeah. But we were like, should we go downstairs? And I was like, there's this, painting gallery. And Hubert just goes, run. And we like speed walk to the gallery to see everything. But that's where you saw your favorite painting.
Yes. Oh, dude, yeah, what's it called?
Psyche is in it. I don't remember exactly what it's called.
I have it here.
The goddess Psyche was in it.
The Enchanted Castle.
That was it. Yeah.
Holy shit. Danby exhibited the painting with the accompanying verse. So Danby lived from 1793 to 1861. This painting is from 1841. It's called The Enchanted Castle. You can look it up. Oh, how can mortals hope for bliss when fairies grieve in place like this?
Yeah. Ugh, yeah.
It was sick. Stared at that thing for like 10 full minutes.
Yeah, it was
Loved
amazing. It was so good. And there was a wall of paintings of dogs. I liked that.
Yep. Yeah, I love paintings and art so much. It's such a good collection.
Yeah.
And that too, I was just thinking about like, what a sick job. Like, museum curator, just like getting all that stuff.
Like, so I have a friend who is an exhibit designer at the San Francisco Public Library.
Yeah.
So that's like, hopefully she's moving to New York, so hopefully like, she'll get to do that at a museum.
So rad.
And like curating exactly what goes in an because we're only seeing a very small portion of what the museum has.
Totally.
So getting to like take things out of storage and put them on this gallery wall to write those paragraphs and like so cool. That
is cool. I wonder like because it's like you're preparing a meal almost at that point. It's just like, all right, let's what's gonna play off well here, like what are we gonna put next to each other.
And like
so cool.
Everything from like the light in the space, like how are we going to display these items, if the lights are too dim, then people won't be able to read the text, but just all that. So
cool, so sick. And then so that was the Victoria and Albert, and then
the British Museum was the next day.
British Museum, dude, this one. Mummies, bro. So
many mummies.
Many freaking mummies. And one of my favorites of all time, I'm a dark person, fucking murder victim.
Oh, yeah.
From like...
Natural mummy.
Dude. Some like 5,000-year-old homicide.
Yeah.
This corpse is so preserved.
He has hair. You can see his hair.
It is insane. This is a 5,000-year-old body.
And he's like curled up, perfectly preserved. And so we heard...
Oh my God.
There was a tour guide going, we heard her like talk about this.
Again, our trip was just flawless. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
The one thing I care about the most, legitimately tour guide rolls up right when we're there, gives the full speech about it.
And we're just like...
Yeah.
So she said when they found his body, they thought it was a contemporary murder because he was so well preserved. And they were like, who is this guy? Trying to figure it out. And then I guess they carbon dated it or something, and it was a 5,000-year-old man.
Yeah. Had a stab wound in his back.
Yeah, left shoulder.
Yeah. We like saw it. It was there.
So cool.
Unbelievable that...
You can see the strands of his... Like, you can see his hairstyle.
Yeah.
It's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
We also saw the...
So many mummies. So many mummies, dude. So many mummies.
It was just rotten with mummies.
Yeah.
The reliquary with the thorn in it. Those were one of the first things we saw.
Yeah. Presumably a thorn from Jesus Christ's crown.
Yeah, in this like beautiful, display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not a religious man.
Neither am I.
But I was stunned.
Yeah.
That was there, and if that really is,
well, here's the thing: even if it's not, like, the
vibe of it,
the vibe of it, and just like the belief that it is makes it so powerful to behold. It was amazing.
That one was really crazy. Holy shit! Forgot about that until right now. Oh my god, there was so much.
Also the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
Casual. Just there.
Yeah, there's like one of the rooms had like a copy. They're like, yeah, you can see the real one in the other room.
Like, why is this here?
Yeah, it was Rosetta Stone.
Casual.
Yeah.
What else did we see at the British Museum?
Just a lot, like really good Egyptian stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Like big old statues and columns and
that big like bust of Ramses.
Yeah.
That was really awesome.
Yep. And just tons of sculptures.
Yeah.
Like just every kind of art, like the chess set. One of the oldest possible chess sets.
So cool.
Yeah. Oh my god, what else?
I forgot one of the cool things we saw at Victoria and Albert.
The locks. I knew you were going to say it.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yes,
How'd you know that?
Locks, dude. Because the locks were sick.
The locks and keys.
We saw like they had hundreds of just all different kinds of locks, bank locks, door locks, chest locks.
I think it was supposed to be like ironwork was the section, and then most of it was locks and keys.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Wait, was that at the British Museum or at Victoria and Albert? The like front of a house? That was at...
Oh my god, yeah.
Where was that?
That was at the British Museum, I think.
And there's the staircase?
Yeah.
Those were both at the British Museum?
I think so. Is that where we ate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where we ate. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
It's like, people walked here like hundreds and hundreds of years
like
ago. They walked
the front of the house.
A building. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. So that's pretty much everything we saw, and then like
the
we
meetup.
just and then
okay.
Save the true best for last. We walked around a bunch, obviously, because my favorite travel style is to have one thing planned, and then just kind of wing it.
One thing per day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Walk around. So we did.
Wait, not one thing planned total, right?
No, for the day. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
It scared me.
Gabby, it was a 10 out of 10.
Sorry.
So like we would hit the museum and then come out of the museum and just hit a pub.
Yeah.
So many sick pubs. I forget the name of
Kebab.
One of them was like oh my god, what was
the bunch of grapes?
The bunch of grapes was one, but
that's
then
where I had the pork belly. Oh my god, that was so good.
The Codwell, the
Coburn.
The Coburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because James Coburn is what I thought of. Yes. We went to that one like 2 or 3 times. That was
right around the corner from
my Airbnb. I dubbed it our spot. I was like, yeah, this is our spot.
You only went twice. Oh, and wait, there was another one down the street from that. I don't remember what that was called though.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah.
But sick. Had some sick food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
did what we could.
The UK is famous for having pretty bad food, but we
loved it.
We had I didn't have a bad meal.
Yeah.
Even that ice cream that we had was like really good.
Yeah. Got a little milkshake.
Yeah.
My sweet intake was distressingly low on this trip.
Same. Mine was too. I was literally thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. We had stacked days. I mean, we were
tired. Our feet were killing us.
Yeah.
We had traffic cops to watch. Got to get back in time for traffic cops.
Had to get back. We were watching like full seasons.
Yeah, I think we watched all of season 12 or something, or 15. Yeah.
I showed my grandpa, and he is now obsessed. He is absolutely obsessed. And then, of course, the best part was the meetup with the UK allies. 10 out of fucking 10. So much fun. We saw so many of you.
Yeah.
And we went to a place called Four Quarters.
Yeah, Four Quarters East.
Four Quarters East. It was an arcade. They had a solid lineup of machines. They had Crazy Taxi. They had The Simpsons. They had X-Men. It was only 4 players, semi-compromised, but it's fine. You had it. They had Point Blank 2. They had Tekken Tag Tournament. They had consoles around that we didn't even mess with, but they had like Smash 64.
I didn't play anything. I was talking the whole time.
Yeah.
Which, like, it was fun. It was fun to talk. I didn't need to play arcade games.
Yeah.
But Hubert was all over those arcade games.
Yeah,
I didn't even get close to them.
I played one round of Crazy Taxi. That's what I opened with. I was like, dude, I gotta do this. Played Tekken Tag with a couple people, and then we did a full playthrough of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. People were like giving us quarters because we were running out. Mr. Burns annihilated us. We were dropping like flies. We had full cups of quarters going down. There's 4 of us. And I'm doing the math in my head. You know, there's like, I look down, there's like 3 quarters left, and we're not even at Mr. Burns yet. I'm like, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna scrub out. And people were just like, yo, here, quarters, add it to the pile, add it to the pile.
I have one thing to say. The United States at the moment is, there's a coin shortage. So that's where all our coins are, because it uses real American quarters.
Yeah, we're popping them in.
So if anyone has any questions as to why there's a coin shortage, that's why.
Yeah, 4 quarters.
They're in the UK.
Yes.
They're in that bar in particular.
Dude, I'm so glad you brought that up, Gabby. But like putting a quarter in an arcade machine instead of a token or a play card, magical vibes. 10 out of 10 vibes.
Good.
It felt so good. Dude, they also had a Star Wars arcade trilogy cabinet.
Oh,
they had that thing. Not like the giant. You remember the giant one you used to sit down in? It was a standing one. But Damiani brought it to Hall of Greats one time. The Star Wars trilogy arcade game. 10 out of 10. I didn't play that, but.
And who was in the bathroom?
William Birkin. Yo, the bathroom was covered in old magazines like Nintendo Power, Game Pro, whatever, just all along the walls. Lubro was like, yo, we had Zelda in ours. So you can't beat William Birkin, though. On the walls, they had Solid Snake on the walls. Someone, whoever it was, probably like from 10 years ago, someone drew a Stussy.
What's that?
Oh, I just aged myself. You never do like Stussy?
Oh.
The like 3 lines.
Oh, yeah. Of course,
1, 2, 3.
I didn't realize that was called Stussy.
Yeah, Stussies. And sometimes you would do like the
Is
Joker.
that the brand Stussy?
I think so, yeah.
But yeah. We just call it a Superman-S.
Superman-S? I've never heard that one.
Yeah. Just,
yeah, the 3 lines, then you connect the 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's called a Stussy?
Yeah, right?
Oh my God.
Not crazy, right?
I've never heard that before in my life.
So someone like drew one on pen, like on the wall, and I was like, dude, on brand, perfect. But truly the meetup was freaking emotional and phenomenal, and
everyone was so nice.
Dude, like, it was so awesome just like looking out, and all the allies were just like talking to each other because they had probably met. So many have never met each other, you know? But this was like a place where they could meet each other.
One of our mods, Lodius, came up to me and he was like, hey, Gabby, like, would you mind if we like had a meetup during the summer? And I was like, yeah, I don't control you. Do whatever you want.
Like,
so
we probably won't be there.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
UK meetup.
Like I said in Discord, they liked each other so much they want to have a meetup without us.
Yeah, seriously. And it just speaks to the power of this community being the best in the biz. We say it all the time, and it actually is the best in the biz. It's not even close. It was so like it made me super emotional and like gave me energy, and I was like excited to get back to work. because everyone fed me jolly vibes.
Yeah. And I will say, like, we were nervous beforehand because, you know, it's new people.
Absolutely.
I'm
always
in
nervous.
a foreign country.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had just been on vacation for 4 days. So we were like, okay, are we going to be too tired?
Yeah, it was the very end.
Yeah. But it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Tons of hugs. No kisses on the lips.
Yeah.
You know, germs and whatnot. But many a hug was given. 10 out of 10. Gabby, I'm ready to go back.
Yeah, where's our next trip?
Seriously. People out there are probably like, come to my city, come to my city.
I know, so many people in like Northern Europe, I mean, not Northern Europe, Northern England, like it's Scotland, etc. They were in the comments like, oh, come on, you know, come up here. I wish. I want to go to Scotland and Ireland so bad.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yep.
Next time.
Like, you know, the opportunities to do something like this are extremely rare.
Yeah.
When a dev is just like, hey, come on out, you know?
Yep.
And it's
you
like,
just scared me.
Yeah. No. Can't talk about it.
Yeah, can't talk about it. But I'll say this, you'll never guess the dev.
You'll never guess anything.
You'll never guess anything. And you'll never guess what we did.
Yeah. Saw PS12. It exists.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, the PS12, you know, I didn't like...
It's bigger than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, that was what I was concerned about.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And it was crazy that, like, Switch games and Xbox games are on there, too.
Yeah.
You know? And they just skipped right to it.
It had the little spot for the cartridge for the Switch. Yeah, it just seemed like kind of a lot going on.
Yeah. A little too much going on there.
But they said it was an early prototype, so...
Yeah.
You know.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But seriously, the chances of doing that are super rare, so I'm glad that we made that happen. I'm glad so many people came out.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the people that couldn't make it.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a lot of you being like, I have work or...
I want to give a special shout out. I don't know his real name, but at Henchturk in I don't know if he's in the official Discord, but we were chatting in DMs and he was offering me so much help with like planning and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, you know, make sure to hit me up when we're at the bar. I'll buy you a pint. And he was like, oh, it's Ramadan and I'm fasting, so I'm not going to be there. It's like, so you're doing this for no reason other than you like want to help us. So
Hell
kind.
Yeah.
So kind. So thank you. Thank you, Henstrick.
Best word for everyone at the meetup. Kind.
Yeah.
The kindness shown was off the charts. So one last thank you to all the UK allies who showed up to that. And just shout out to every fucking ally and patron and all of the supporters out there of Easy Allies. You give us strength. Straight up. So much love and respect. And the travelogue video will be going up at some point.
In some way. We just have to figure out exactly when.
Yep. So this is kind of a companion piece to that. We'll get some visuals there. You'll see what the hell we're talking about.
And maybe we can, specific things we talked about, we can post, like, the paintings, and we can put in this video, I mean.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got some pictures and stuff. Absolutely. So, love and respect. And...
Cheers.
Cheers.